Home to a new Let's Play. This time we're going to play through Skate Park City. This is essentially Skate Attack, but it's on the PSP, and there's a lot more that's been added into this game since the PS2 version. For instance, it has a bit more cleaner looking, has more levels, not really more characters, or tricks or anything, but at the very least, it's a bit more of an expanded kind of game. I think that's going to be a little bit interesting. There's also a Wii game, but thankfully I'm not playing that pile of shit, eh? On to a new Let's Play. This time we're going for this fucking game. This is Skate City Heroes. This is essentially Skate Attack, but on the Wii. Which means that not only is it a bit more expanded and a bit more cleaner looking, but it uses motion controls. Which is always fucking fun. It does have the option to let you use the balance board, but we're gonna be playing with the motion control, you know, the normal fucking thing, because there's no way I'm gonna use a fucking balance board for this. Anyway, there's tutorial in Old Town. There's a few more things here that go up to 47, but we're just gonna go to tutorial first, because that's usually where we start. And for one thing, the loading screens look really nice here. It's a bit more updated look, a bit more of a stylish look. The problem is that these loading screens go on for fucking ages. What the fuck? Unfortunately, the PSP version very much uses the original PS2 loading screens, which for some reason are a lot more low quality now. They're a lot more pixelated than they were in the PS2 version. I have no idea what happened. They went more low res or some shit. But again, it's essentially like, the PSP is basically like a PS2 in a way, but handheld. So it makes sense that this game is able to somewhat run. Though as you can see, a lot of the textures and such got a bit of a downgrade. But ultimately, it's very much still the same game, and a lot of tutorials are going to be the exact same sort of shit. I do think that some of the characters did get a bit of a color redesign. I'm not entirely sure. I think this guy had a bit of a different outfit or color to him. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while since I played Skate Attack. But all we have to do here is move around with our shitty analog stick usually, and then use triangle to stop. Pretty simple stuff. And luckily, because of emulator, I can use my normal controller, so I don't have to worry about that little shitty little fucking analog stick, which is good. And luckily, the gameplay is honestly pretty fine. I have no real complaints about it at all. Oh god, here we go. Yeah, well, luckily it's not too bad. It's using the nunchuck instead of using the fucking Wiimote. And we've just pressed down on the D-pad in order to stop. It's gonna be a weird back and forth thing, and yes, the game does use the nunchuck, but I mean, at the very least, moving around is gonna be a pain in the ass, you know? I was really worried we were gonna be like moving around with like the Wiimotes and just gonna have a fucking miserable time doing that shit, but luckily it's just an analog stick situation. And luckily enough, doing jumps is also easy. It's just hold down the X button and release. Really nothing more else to it. It's very much a simple case of press the button and you jump. Again, no motion worrying about right now. Though I really do feel like it's going to happen soon. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Here we fucking go. Okay, so we grind the B button. And then we hold the B button down while I tilt the fucking Wii remote left and right. Oh, I'm gonna fucking hate this. Why? Also, 100 balance. Is this lower? Did they notice me bullshit say lowered the fucking distance? I hope they fucking did, because fuck this. Alright, pretty simple stuff here. It's just the R button and then you balance. Because the PSP, unfortunately, has very limited button controls, so on the downside is that we're gonna have a lot of shit just mangled together. Not much you can do about it. But hey, it's a 200 distance thing again, so, you know, they know it's gonna be easy. In fact, this can be very easy, because as long as we know how to handle the stick in this case, we're gonna have no issues balancing at all. It's gonna be kind of a joke. Anyway, now do kickflips, which are simple. You press square, then you use the analog stick. Okay, so that's simple, because the analog stick, as mentioned before on the PSP, is a pile of shit. But again, we are using emulators, so we don't have to worry about any of that kind of crap at all. Next up, we have the manual, which, again, very basic stuff, up and down. No different to the original version, you just press up and down, but it's the analog stick. And we have like a weird hourglass model there, I guess. It don't look very good. I think the fucking sand is flipped out. What the hell? Well, anyway, it's pretty easy. Nothing to really complain about here. Here we fucking go. Yeah, I fucking thought so. They just couldn't hold back, could they? They really can't, can they? No, they have to fucking make it so you have to swipe the fucking Wii remote up, down, left, and right to do flip tricks. Because that's always a fun time. And it's so accurate, too. We're totally gonna get the tricks we want from this game and not get fucked over by the god-awful motion controls. Like I'm getting right fucking now! Oh god, and the manuals, too. Fuck, if you don't have a motion plus thing with you, you're fucked. Seriously, this is such bullshit, man. Like, you have to tilt the fucking thing up or down and just hope the fucking game registers that shit. And you got a balance of that too, I bet you. Let's see how fucking finicky— oh, God! Oh, I hate this. That balance bar fucking sucks, bro. Oh, fuck you, game. Genuinely fuck you. So good to know that grinding, flipping, and manualing are all more painful now in this version, because that just makes life so much fucking better, doesn't it? And of course we can bail out the B button. Good. I'm probably using a fuck ton considering this goddamn version of the game. How did I get the fuck out of the thing? All I did was jump. Is the Wii remote fucking me around doing that as well? What the fuck? Oh, here we go, grab tricks. Let me guess, it'll be B and— oh, C. C button, and then the bullshit. Okay. We're using the nunchuck, and then we gotta do this crap. Okay. Yeah, fucking fun. Very fucking fun. I'm sure nothing will come wrong for me trying to do all of these tricks. Fucking hell, they— ah, I fucking hate this. Just do a tail grab, please. I have to do it in the fucking pipe. I can kick out of the pipe while trying to do a fucking tail grab. What the fuck? Just do the fucking tail grab. Thank you. Fuck me. Oh no. Lip tricks? You put lip tricks to fucking motion controls as well. They were already bad in the original game. Why would you make it fucking worse? Oh, fuck me. Oh, I'm gonna hate this. Oh my god. I can't get out. Fuck, I have to jump. Oh, fuck you, game. Fuck you! Luckily, doing grab tricks here isn't also an issue at the very least, because we do have the circle button still. Thank god. So, at the very least, it's gonna be very basic for me to do lip tricks. You know, with a limited control scheme at the very least. But we don't have the rock and roll, which is the lip tricks, which is R. Which is the grind button. I'm starting to see a problem. Oh god, I have to hold the button. Okay. Easy enough. And yeah, immediately grinds instead. And it didn't count! Oh my god! I have to jump, because if I don't jump, it's gonna do a grind instead if I let go of the button. What the fuck, game? Well, anyway, now we got that out of the way, and now we know that lip trick is gonna be a pain in the ass. Still. At the very least, we can get adrenaline, which is really easy. As long as we go around and doing just shit tons of combos, we'll get our adrenaline up no problem. And then we can have our max speed to just do what the fuck we want. Seriously, getting adrenaline is a piece of cake in this game, so not really going to be a big deal to actually get this off and out of the track. You know, just do a whole bunch of manuals and kickflips, and eventually we get the thing, and then we have to ram into all these fences, which also grab our adrenaline up because they give us points. The points matter here, not so much what you're doing. And yeah, pretty basic stuff. Again, this is very much like the original game, Skate Attack. There's nothing really to talk about here. Fight lesson, okay, so yeah, we're using the grind button again for punching. Alright. And I'm guessing we jump and do the same thing here. Yep. Okay, so yeah, pretty basic stuff. Nothing to really complain about here as well. Pretty fine, honestly. Oh, please fucking god, don't you dare. Oh, thank fuck! Okay, so just the B button. Good. I was really worried that the game was going to be an absolute monster and use motion controls for just attacking. Because I bet you anything they really wanted to fucking go there. Because so far the control schemes are fucking garbage. So I bet you anything they were just holding themselves back from getting the fucking chance here. Luckily because of this, it makes this very much similar to the original game, Xindictive, so thank fucking God. We have something that's a little bit more, you know, not a fucking nightmare. Especially because combat in this game, from what I can remember, was a nightmare. And it sucked. And of course, recharging health, which is collectibles, and all the collectibles of getting, you know, icons and such. It's all fucking basic and such. Hopefully we're going to avoid having to pay for the health kits, but knowing our luck, we're probably going to have to use a lot of it regardless. Anyway, now we can move to Old Downtown, because we've done it as well as a tutorial. They haven't added anything new or anything to this game at all to the tutorial since, which is fine. And hey, another nice little loading screen. Which takes like, what, 30 fucking seconds to get through? This takes longer to load up than the fucking PS2 version. How do you have a fucking game that's the exact same take longer to load than the fucking PS2? God, I wasn't even finished loading there either. Fucking hell. Yeah, for the most part, it's all the exact same dialogue and everything. There's no change at all to the story here. Though there were, like, new levels, so it might be a bit extended, I guess. We'll have to see. But right now, we're in downtown, and the challenges are the exact same. In fact, a lot of this game is the exact same. We got the adrenaline packs, we got the security cameras, we got the sombrero fucker. We got a whole bunch of stuff, and obviously we can't do all of it until we get to, like, stage 3, quote-unquote, so we're gonna be here a little bit of a while. In fact, for my old Let's Play, I think it was, like, I did every single, like, round or so. There was a lot going on, a lot of collectibles I had to get and shit. And the parts themselves, because of that crap, took a long fucking time. Oh my god, I am shaking in furiousness over these controls. Just trying to jump on a ramp is a fucking nightmare. Anyway, it's all the same. The Mexican beat out of them, the cameras, the boards, all of it. And the combos and scores can be a pain in the ass in this fucking game because it's all motion controls, which is the worst thing for this fucking game! So anyway, now it's time for us to go through and just get all the shit. We can get a majority of the icons at the very least, even if some of them are like behind broken walls that we can't break yet. But at the very least, we can get a majority of the stuff here, and we can get all of the cameras as well, so we can get a lot of the side mission stuff out of the way. And as we also obviously know, when it comes to the score stuff, if we go to any challenges, our score resets itself to 0 almost every fucking time. So to avoid that, it's best for us to take care of the combo and score stuff immediately, and not have to worry about that bullshit for a while. Also, I'm gonna jump kind of a lot because, well, this is gonna take for fucking ever, so why should I make you have to watch this constantly? You already pretty much know where all the shit is if you watch my old Let's Play, so there's no surprises here. There's literally no fucking surprises. I will say that using the analog stick can get a bit problematic for this game because, as mentioned beforehand, you're using the PSP, and really with the game, it's not really a fault of the game that I use the analog stick. If anything, it makes the controls, like, you know, fairly fine and linear for itself, considering. But it's just the design of the analog stick for the PSP that's the problem. Everyone knows that the PSP analog stick is the worst fucking thing ever. It's been the worst thing for years. Even the PS Vita kind of sucked with its analog stick. And ultimately, that's what you had to work with. Now, of course, you could modify your PSP to give a much more bigger and more fucking less shit analog stick. Or something that has a bit more of, like, you know, a grip to it that doesn't make you slip around all over the fucking place. But obviously, if you're going with the standard stock, you're gonna be having a bad time. And this game, whether it likes it or not, was made with the standard stock in mind, so yeah, it's still not good. But hey, at the very least, with using emulator, I can use a regular PlayStation controller for this, which is good because this is still a PlayStation game. It was released on the PS2 initially as Skate Attack, so ultimately it makes sense that I would go through and still use a PlayStation controller in order to play this game that is still the PlayStation 2 game. And it very much is. Even down to its graphics and its gameplay and everything, it is literally no different to its original version. Like, you would have thought they would have maybe upgraded some things, fixed some stuff, maybe, you know, add a bit more to the look of the game, but no. No, it's still all the exact same shit that you saw from the PS2 version. And a fair amount of the problems that it had initially are still here as well. So yeah, it's still not a good game. But I guess because there's more of it, that can be a plus. We're gonna have to see what the more is, because I don't know. As far as I'm aware, no one has actually played this version very well. What I could find was people who have only played, like, a teaser demo thing or what have you. Like, a little bit of gameplay footage. But yeah, the biggest problem is with the grinding, because it still kind of sucks. It puts you all over the place, and the magnetism is an absolute fucking nightmare to work with. Like, just trying to get this fucking thing is a pain. Goddamn fucking ass! Why the fuck can't I get this fucking thing? Come on! Fuck me! Just grab the fucking... There! Fuck! Fucking finally. Okay, now we can move on to essentially any of the collectibles, like the cameras, the other stuff we can grab, which a lot of it's very easy, and of course eventually the challenges, which they're all virtually gonna be basic and samey. Again, if you've seen the PS2 Let's Play, you already know what the challenge is gonna be like. You already know that's gonna be the one down there, which we have to do like certain grinds in certain spots. There's one involving, like, what, credit cards? Another one where you have to, like, I don't know, destroy a whole bunch of bug fucking robot things. Like, it was, like, flying mosquito bugs, whatever. Like, a lot of it is going to be very much the same. And there's not really much I can say in terms of this game that I haven't already said in the original game. Which does make it a bit of a challenge, considering the fact that, you know, I'm basically replaying this shit again so that we can get to the new stuff. It's one of the sins of having to do this entire little fucking thing, but at the very least, we get to see, you know, what they've done so far of this game. Including the blurry textures, which you might have noticed around the place, and the fact that, for whatever reason, they didn't quite HD the textures. a fair amount of the textures here are blurry and bad. Again, I feel like when it comes to, you know, this being like a more better version of the PS2 version, in some places it feels like they kind of lazily downgraded shit. It wasn't really necessary, was it? I mean, this is still a PS2 game, and I'm fairly certain the PSP is, if not on par, at least close to on par with the PS2 in terms of just the capabilities and the strength it has. Because, really, when it comes to this shit, the very fact that you can have a PSP game easily get ported over to PS2, as has happened multiple times in the past, really showcases that I'm pretty sure getting a PS2 game, especially something like this fucking game, on the PSP is bare bones basic. And, again, navigating around this map is fine. Like, I don't have an issue, really, over how we're supposed to get around this place and get to shit. Especially because eventually we will get the flying drones, which makes it even easier. It's just there are some bits and pieces here which are annoying. Some of the platforming here is a pain in the ass, and, you know, getting to all these fucking cameras isn't very fun either. Because some of them are just, you know, you have to wall ride for it. And the wall ride is awkward. It's jank. There's a lot of jank in this fucking game, to be fair. But, so far, you know, knowing what to expect now, instead of going in blind like I used to, this isn't going to be that bad of a deal, you know? I know where everything is for the most part. It's just I have to, you know, jump cut to begin the shit. Because there's still the problem of getting the shit. Because even just getting the stuff can be a pain in the ass. I mean, you already know how bad some of the challenges are. You already know it's going to be a bit of a bad time for me to take care of some of the bosses, at least. So, not a shocker here. This isn't exactly going to be a fun time for me. But I can manage, at least. If we can beat the game on the PS2, we can beat it again here. And of course, yeah, the dragonflies. We'll basically be able to take care of the dragonflies, no problem. And of course, there's a shield drone that's not letting us out. Again, obviously we'll be able to destroy some of them when the game allows me. Other times, they are there to basically be a blockade that you can't break, because the drone's on the other side. And of course, there is also the fact that we have to go through and get all of the gold medals, to get all 3 medals, like so. So we're gonna have to go through and do all this shit constantly. Like the specials here. Okay, let's go do a fucking challenge already. Take care of the cameras later. Alright, it's the fire shit. Okay, so 50-50 grind this. Oh no. Oh no. No slide. Nose grind, please! Game! Oh, fuck me. Even navigating the goddamn menu sucks. Please. Please let me fucking... Tilting down to do shit like no slides is a nightmare. This game cannot recognize this shit well because the fucking controller can't deal with this shit well enough. Ugh, I hate the mouse controls. Oh, fuck me, the special tricks are also mouse controls. Why? And why the fucking nunchuck too? That's even fucking worse. What the fucking fuck? Okay, so now I'm just incapable to score my Misty Flip because obviously using specials and then constantly grinding is still exploitable. And you're going to be using that exploit constantly because this game is very well made. Genuinely, you're going to be exploiting the fuck out of specials and grinding because every time you do a special trick and then grind, it doesn't bail you, it just animation cancels. So if you keep doing this the entire time, you'll be able to basically get into the millions in no time flat. Thank I'm not playing the Wii version, or the motion controls for that, would be an absolute nightmare. Alright, so now taking care of that, I might as well go ahead and get some more of this shit. Oh, fucking scores. Anyway, now it's time for the wall ride, which luckily doing wall rides is, again, not a pain in the ass. It's hold the B button down against the wall. There's no motion control bullshit to this, at least. You can get fucking through this, no problem. The other two over on that side, by the way. Fucking cars. Fuck me. I am going to shit myself angry when he gets that goddamn grappling hook thing. Oh my god, that's gonna suck the fuck out of me. God. Fucking hell. Still trying to get around and find all of these collectibles, because obviously we can get a lot of them, and there are only 100, so not a big amount, but again, certain ones we can't get due to the fact they're behind walls. So now I've gotten all of them, I can now move on to doing some challenges, like, let's go for this one over here. Okay. Oh god, score-based. Okay. So, obviously we know that there are certain ones that require us to be fast, and certain ones that require us to get a certain amount of score. I think this is a score one, so I go crazy. No, it's a time one. Okay. Thank fucking god. The score one's gonna suck nuts. Well, now it's time for us to take care of Keep Cool, which is gonna be easy. I mean, as long as we keep doing our grinds and manuals, we're gonna be fine. Again, imagine doing this shit with fucking, you know, this goddamn Wii mode. That's gonna suck so much. Thank god I'm not playing that version. Anyway, at the very least, we're gonna have some good and fun times, you know, just balancing around and constantly doing tricks, because I think this is one of those ones where we need to get score. And luckily getting score is no different to how it was in the original PS2 version, so as long as we abuse the fuck out of specials, we're gonna handle this no problem. And yeah, I can just manual the entire time and not do anything else, and the game will let me have that. So, I am pretty much set to go. Nice. Yep, saw it. So, now we can move on to another one, which is Follow Me, and I think she got a color change too. I do not remember what these models looked like, to be honest, in the original. I don't remember anymore. I know that they are all just color swaps of the initial two characters, because the developers were fucking lazy about this. But I don't think their color schemes were the same here. I think they may have changed that at least, which is weird. I'm not sure why they did that, but they did that. And yeah, telling us about adrenaline and such. We already know about this in the tutorial. Some of these challenges are stupid. I guess because they think you'll be skipping the tutorial, even though you shouldn't. And now we have, what was it? MO3, MD3, I forgot the name of it, but yeah, it's the flying little robot guy who will give us some challenges every now and then, and this one's the package in which I have to get a certain amount of score on my way over to what's essentially our first fight. And this is where we were able to actually start getting those, you know, blue tokens, because in order for me to take care of the tokens, I do need to get all those fuckers destroyed. And again, they're taken care of when you just have to special trick your way over there. And land it right here. Oh no, it's an ambush. I skipped the ambush because you already seen all these cutscenes. That's one of the good things about not having to actually, you know, go through this the first time anymore. You can skip the cutscenes and then make people watch the original Let's Play to see the fucking cutscenes. Anyway, they all drop 6 tokens, so yeah, as long as I just take care of them, that's about like, what, 18 tokens overall? And again, score-based, so as long as I get a big score on the way here, not a big deal. Very simple. Oh god, car hopping. Okay. Well, this is where it begins, everybody. This is where the nightmare begins. The laser. Okay, it's the L button and then the analog stick. Again, it's slippery, it's not great, but okay, thank god. It's just gonna be like an automatic thing. Good. At the very least, doing this is gonna be much of a pain in the ass, but this challenge does fucking suck shit. Oh, great, the laser. Let me guess, at the point my fucking course. Oh. This is one of the downsides to play on emulator, by the way. Because this isn't gonna work. I'm moving all over the screen, yet my fucking reticule is stuck to the left of the screen. So if I use the real Wii Remote controls, I'm fucked here. It doesn't work. Try to go into the emulator controls and switch it over to what is essentially just the standard. Because, yeah, this could be a nightmare. Like, you see, I'm trying my hardest right now, just trying to abuse this. And I mean, I don't get it, and I'll just get the board loop, who cares? So, I had to go through and essentially change the controls to a virtual Wii Remote. This way, it will allow me to actually utilize the fucking Wii Remote pointing correctly. See? Now it works. But even then, even with it working, you do realize that with this challenge specifically, doing this shit sucked, and trying to do it with accuracy with a fucking Wii Remote makes it worse. You wanna know why it makes it worse? Because this reticule here, sure it points around, but the hitbox for it is fairly big, and when shit's together, it likes to kind of muddle around a bit. It doesn't like to be very accurate about itself. So trying to grab the right things does fucking suck. And by the way, this game is fairly fast-paced, so try doing this shit while having to fucking go through this shit fast as fuck and not getting caught in a mess. Anyway, we've done all the other challenges, so now to take care of the first final challenge for the stage 1, in which I just have to get enough points here and then take care of that fucking fence, and then that's it. As long as I get enough points here, as soon as I get over to the fucking rat nest, the challenge can end immediately because it only wants me to get a certain amount of points. So, now I gotta survive the fucking god-awful balancing in this game. If I can even call it balancing. Look how shaky this is. Even with a virtual Wii Remote now, this shit shakes like mad. At the very least, I don't think the manual is gonna be that shaky. It was on the fucking actual. But I hate this. There, I've done it. And just like that, I got my time out of the way. And that's it. That's all the challenges for Stage 1. We already know where Stage 2 is going. Yeah. We've seen all this dollar beforehand. It's no different. Yeah, something you might regret. Yada yada, who cares? Move the fuck on. Jump cut over to our next guy, who is right over here. And, I know this is going. I know what's coming. Oh my god! Why is it loud? You're lucky I turned the fucking volume down, because god, that hurt my ears. You know what the worst part's gonna be? I bet you anything, these are all motion controlled too. I bet you if I grab one right now, I have to be with my fucking goddamn Wii Remote. I bet you anything. Yep! Yep, it is! It fucking is! Oh god, I hate this! Oh! I'm not dealing with this right now. We're dealing with this next video. Fucking hell. There is so much I hate about this right now. Fuck it. Next time, part 2 of this. Thanks for watching. Bye.